Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. We're just going to pretend that everything is alright and that we don't have to worry about a thing. That's my approach here. That's how I'd like to move forward with this. So I'm going to take 16 timber there, another 4,000 timber there, and then I'm going to go like this. I'm going to run down there. I'm going to run up that side. And I'm going to go over here. I'm going to run down there. So all of this timber, I'm hoping. Oh, that's all of the timber. Right. That should help keep the night shift running just for a little while. 120 megawatts. It's not a lot of megawatts at all, but it should just keep us going long enough until the solar panels can start grabbing a little tiny bit of power and start boosting up. Oh, there we go. Instantly started coming up, which means that everything is now coming back online. How am I doing with the solar panel production? As long as I can keep making these. 130. What does my blueprint require? 183. Yeah, I'm going to need more. Still more. These don't help the situation. Yeah. Right. We got power shortages. So many of our little robots all desperately trying to fulfill all of their noble duties and just unable to do so. Because of this catastrophic power shortage that we're suffering from. But I may have a solution. I may have an idea. This might work, this might not. We'll have to wait and see. So we want to come down here. Now, if we can at least get some of this sort of filled up with materials, that would be absolutely great. So what I'm thinking is we go here like this, and we drop that one into there. And we put that one into there, and I go like that. I go there, and I run this down here like this. And then, right, we're going to go that way. Drop down a little bit further. Go all the way over here. Like that. And then run all the way down here and run out of these. I've got a request in for 200 of them, which should help the matter, should help the situation. We should have robots bringing those over fairly quickly. We've got I got 655 construction robots in the system at the moment, which means we've got some missing. The reason they're missing is because they just sit out in the middle of nowhere waiting for the network to all come back online. Once the network all comes back online, once the roboports have charged up enough, then they all start to join back in again. It does take a minute or two for them to do that, but it does eventually work. So bring you over to there, like that. Yeah, like that. Look, see, they will eventually, the network will pick them back up again, and then they'll start moving, but you've got to wait just for a minute for the network to actually all come back online. It's doing it. It's slowly all coming, and there we go. The networks come back online, and then the robots will all suddenly take off, and off they trot. And we've got 850 construction robots in the system now. I'd like to, before I worry about the robots coming over... Well, I need the robots to come and refill me first. They need to bring me over some... We've got 0 logistics robots on standby. All logistics robots are currently flying. There they go. See, they've got a whole load of belts on them. They're bringing those belts over to me, and they will load me up with them. So everything is still going. Everything is still flying and moving around and doing the sort of stuff that it's supposed to do. It's just taking a bit of time to actually get there. And it will. So all we really need to do, we're not sort of worrying too much about getting everything up and running, but we need to just, like, give things a gentle nudge in the right direction. That's what we're doing here. It's giving it a gentle nudge. It's not expecting a miracle of any kind. Right, I've got 150 of them, so I want to go back over this way, back to where the roboports are. Not the roboports, the robo frame, the robot frames, right there. And actually, I'll just drop that down there. So there, I've got 150 flying robot frames on me. And then I can go to here, and I want to make construction robots 150 of. Now, at the moment, I can make that many because I don't have that many green things. So I will use up the green circuits I've got. So that will make 100 of them there. And the robots will then come back up here. Well, we've still got 0 logistics robots at the moment, but electricity is slowly building up. And they will come over here, and then they will grab some of these, and they will load me up with them as well. They're not going to do that immediately. What they are doing is... Let me remove that. They're flying all the way up here and grabbing materials from here. Now, I don't actually have one on there. I don't have a roboport on that one. So those 4 chests are going to fill up. And it's going to take them a minute before they're quite ready for absolutely everything. But that's fine. We don't mind about that. They can carry on and do that. And I've got another 60 of these, which means I can make the last 50 construction robots. So I will go shift-click on there, make another 50. That puts out 150 construction robots. But I don't necessarily... Oh, I do have some spare, so I'll be able to pick some back up. Because I want 30 of them myself. I want to keep 30 of them myself. So I'll put some of them out. Like that, but I'm not going to put any more out because I want to make sure that I've got 30 of them kept. And there I've got 41. So if I go like that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that allows me to keep 30 of them. And I've now got exactly 1,000 construction robots in the system. That's what I want. I want 1,000 robots in the system, and then the rest of the system can just carry on. Electricity is picking up for the day. It is slowly coming back online. We're not going to worry about it too much. We will run through all of this. Ignore all of this. Generally, just keep running on through. We have a bit of a shortage. We do have a problem because, like, the construction robots go off after a load of timber. Robots use up a lot of power, right? They do require vast quantities of power, and we're starting to see that in quite a big way. So I want to go that way, over there, and I want to run this lot over here, like that. Keep going over to here. And down here like this. Right, so now I've got these, and... If I look in here, I got 14,000 spare coal. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to drop a chest there and a chest there. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to request some coal from here. And instantly everything's gone offline. So I can request as much coal as I like right now. And it's not going to make any difference at all. I'm going to have to wait until everything comes back online before they start feeding it all back in again. I go like that, and I copy it into there. Oh, wait a minute. I deleted it. There, I'll go with 1,000 coal in there. Right, it's that one that's got 1,000. So copy that, and I'll put it into there. There we go. Right, so I've got 1,000 on there as well. I'll make another requester chest. Actually, I'll make another 4 of them. And I'll make a stack of those. So that I've got plenty of chests kicking around. I need stack inserters for this. And I also want another couple of those. I put in one more belt. And then we go stack inserter there and there. And there and there like that. We've got to wait until daylight turns up before anything else can happen. Daylight is now coming back. We've been working our way through this little bit. So daylight's on its way back. I'll put some power down there like that. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 roboports. And I'm going to put these down here as well, so that I've got more charging points for the robots to come through and pick stuff up down here. I'm also going to go to these chests here, and I'm going to pick up all that I can from them, and then I'm going to go there like that, and nope. There, shift click. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Right, drop that lot into there. So I've got a full chest of them gone right into there. And they will keep going, but we've now got that belt. And the idea of this is that it is going to help in a big way. So I'm going to take a chest over this side. And I drop in a load of coal, like that. I've got my roboports, and I'm going to put extra roboports down here. So that they've got more charging points, and they will be able to keep these chests full, as well as doing everything else that they need to do. So I get rid of that one, and I'll drop you down there like that. I'll put that one in there, and that one in there. So I've got 4 of them right here, and we're going to get a little collection of robots that are going to go and keep working on these chests and keep filling them up. I've got no request on these back 2 chests, but I can change that round because I go shift, click onto there and onto there. So that's going to get a whole load of coal being fed into them. Plus, I've got 4 charging points right here, so they can just very quickly race backwards and forwards. And then we can... Ooh, I've got a whole load of materials coming here to me. Can they catch up? Looks like it. See, we've got all of these materials coming down to me, which is great. And now I have a look in here. I want to go running on up this way. I'll ignore all of those robots coming to me. And I want to have a look, and we'll see how well this coal does and what it's going to do. The idea is that the coal from down there will keep this side of the factory running fairly well, which means that the other material that's coming down is only going to go off to this side, and it's going to keep that part running, and then send more material off down over to this side, and it should help keep everything running long enough that we can make our transition fully over to solar. We do need plenty of power. We need these power stations to be running full tilt so that these can run full tilt, which will then in turn enable the solar panels to all be built. At the moment, the batteries and the solar panel, the accumulators and solar panels, everything, we haven't got anything running in there. We've used everything up, and we don't have any extras. So it's reached a critical point now. We've reached critical mass on the entire thing, but look at the coal going up through. It's surprising how quickly the coal burns, though. That is the only downside. It's 4 megajoules per piece of coal. Alright, it does burn up fairly quickly, but I got a lot of the material coming through here. We've also got a load of material being fed in from the top, and that also helps. But this line of coal now coming in and sort of back feeding in through and feeding into these is going to start progressively making a significant difference. It is definitely going to start helping. See, it's already... This is... Well, as I said, I was about to say that it's already ramping it up. It's not completely ramping it up, but... It is definitely helping a bit. Maybe we need to go and put more chests in. Maybe that would help. I know that the inserters running slowly is probably not going to help. So if we run back down this way, we'll put some more chests on here. I've got... This is another problem, is that I've got a load of... all of these roboports here. I actually need more roboports than I've got. So I'm going to have to start... I'm going to have to put some more of them down. And that's going to allow the robots to come over. This is going faster now. Those inserters are moving faster. See, we're up to 115 megawatts. The real test is going to come overnight once the solar panels start to slow down. Let's get these 2. One there and one there like that. And then I can go back down here. And I want to load up all the coal that I can carry, like this. And then I want to go back into these. So that's requesting 1,000's got nothing. That one's half full. That one's half full. That one's got enough of a stack in there to keep it running. That one will fill that one up, so that one can keep running. And these inserters are running pretty well, right? They are doing pretty good. So that's gone up to 100, almost up, well, 120 megawatts now, 121, 22. So that's enough to just keep it ticking over. I'll do the same again right here and get another round of these going like this. Put some more power poles in there like that, and then shift click on those so that they also request 1,000 coal into each. I've got all of my robots flying at the moment, every single one. But if we have a look up here, you can see we've got a lot less problem up here. All that side is filled, all that side is filled. The only bit that's not filled is that up there. And that is going to back up. The whole thing is now actually going to back all the way up. Despite the fact that it's slowing down a little bit. I've made one error in judgment right there. We'll go like that. So it is slowing down a little bit with nighttime. We'd kind of expect that, but I'm hoping that that's going to change fairly rapidly as well. Now that's empty. That's empty. Some of these are empty. Cannot insert coal. Player inventory full. Let's go to you. Dump in some coal. And go back through to these. Yeah, see, the rest of these are... Oh, no. Right, now I've filled that one, so then I can go to that one over there, and I can fill that one as well. Right, so some of these chests got 2,000 in it. All of these chests have got over... Well, that one's not got over 1,000 in it. That one's got very little in it, but it's still going. This is great, because that now means that this belt is full. And if that belt can stay full, then we will actually be able to keep power running. We didn't have a complete meltdown in power overnight last night. And we're back up to 120 megawatts on power production already. I'll go running up through to here. This is the only bit that we're short of power on right here. And there's a few bits of it over there as well that there are some issues. Gaps coming up through there, but you will see pretty quickly there. The belt is completely full, sort of, well, almost 100% full from that point on, which means that it will go up through and it will fill everything up here. So I'm just going to wait and watch, make sure that it does indeed do what I'm hoping. Well, it appears to be doing pretty much what I was hoping. If you have a look there, you've got... That one is now backing up all the way through. We've got this full belt rushing through here. It's taking a while to fill these up, but that's because we're only getting such a small amount of the ore going in, and I've got 2 lots being taken off. That side there is all running. This is just about backed up, which means we'll have a full belt running into here, and it should then travel all the way up to the top on that bit. There we go. Full belt running in here, which has instantly increased the amount that's going north. Right on there. This is fantastic. This is absolutely brilliant. It means that we are going to completely fill the belt before next nightfall. See, I've only got 4 burners now. 2 burners. And there's the last one. Almost the last ones. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Right, the burners are all running. The burners are all running. We've got 130 megawatts of power, 131. We've just about reached complete satisfaction on that, which means that we're going to slowly start to put a little bit of power into the accumulators. This is really, really good news. We've also got coal has gone all the way up there. Why have I got 2 of those right there? Oh, I know. It's because I accidentally put them out. Can't disconnect. Oh, no, F. I pressed V. Okay, I don't know what that's all about, but anyway, we'll go into here, and I'll drop those in there, like that. And that's now filling up. That's backing up on this belt, and it's backing up all the way down, and it's using it very nicely. We're getting little bits of solid fuel coming through here and there, And all those are going to do to start with is that they're going to move all the way up there and accumulate at this very top end up here. And then eventually they will be used in the burner. Eventually it won't be able to reach any coal, and so it will start using the solid fuel that starts to slowly get its way in. And you can see right here, the coal is coming up and is being used, but it's not being used quite fast enough to consume everything on the belt, which means it's backing all the way up here. It's going to back all the way down to the other end. Everything is now working on that side. The huge positive to this is that that means that things are going to start backing up over here. Especially if I was to change this one around, like here, and put an input priority for the right-hand side. Input priority on the right-hand side over here, which means that the left-hand side over there is... some of it's going to come in, some of it's not. I could just remove that altogether, but I'm not going to do it like that. I am going to keep that fuel running, but I'm hoping what it will mean is that this will back up a little bit as well, and it will start focusing more on sending things over in that direction. I've got more power running through the whole network. More power running through the whole network means that everything should be running just a little bit more smoothly. Right, it's not perfect yet, especially at night time as the accumulators get sucked dry and the power drops from there, but I've got more iron going through the system, which means that we've got these now also running, right? We've got iron and steel, those are all going, which means that we're now getting these valuable items in here being made, which is what we really need. It's absolutely fantastically awesome and wonderful. So I will go back over to the coal patch over here, and we will just check that everything is working as intended over there. We may need to consider dragging more coal over. That might be something that we have to consider doing. We've got 6 chests right here, and they are running pretty fast, but the coal supply coming out is quite slow. We do have to take that into account. Now, if we look out over this way, there's our copper ore patch. We got 50,000 copper ore. We got robots coming down here, and they are using these, but they're taking a while to charge up. So really what we want is a new robot highway, but we're not ready to build a robot highway yet because we're still waiting on a whole load of deliveries for roboports, and those are going to take a while. We're also waiting on just 1 or 2 deliveries for a whole load of other things as well, including roboports up here. If we can get those roboports taken care of, then a lot of the other things will be taken care of as well. So I could go and build some myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And wherever I go at the moment, I'm staying within range of roboports. So I can... just as long as I'm within range of the roboports, we'll be fine. But my main issue is still we're not making solar panels fast enough. And in order to be able to keep making the solar panels fast enough, we need to keep ramping up the power and so on and so forth. So we do have this little bit of a problem. We've got 20 odd... how many have we got? I've got like 15 construction robots flying out of 1,000. Once I go up here and I place down some more roboports up here, the ones that I've made myself, that's going to change the situation a little bit. So I'll go running up there. We've got 2 of them in here, and I've got 2 of them over here. We've now got the solar panel, the radars working. If I do that, they're sending out a whole load of different things, my robots. I was kind of hoping that they would go and put down roboports. I've got the 4 roboports right here. I was kind of hoping they would do that when they started flying, not going and picking up trees. Picking up trees is not very helpful. So look at the power situation. We're all the way at maximum satisfaction at the moment. 164 megawatts on there. See, improvements are going all over the place. We've got some huge improvements. It's absolutely wonderful. If I got a robot coming in, if I got a construction robot on his way in with one of those somewhere, is that why it's not placing it down? I'm wondering if that might be the case. Why aren't you putting the Roboport down? It's there. You should be. All of my industrious little robots. Instead of picking up all of these trees, which are out of range of all the regular construction robots, which I suspect is why you're doing it. See, they're picking this square completely dry. And I'm going to make the assumption that once they've done that, then they'll place down some more stuff. Ah, there we go. Right, there goes the Roboport. Now, with that Roboport going down, instantly that lot come up, and whoosh. They go and grab a whole mountain of trees all the way up to the north end. There. And they go right the way through. It's a big difference, that does. I'll go through here. My own robots are going to go a little bit crazy for a minute, so I'm going to go all the way over here to that one and let them go crazy again. Gather up some more timber. And then they'll eventually put that one down as well. So we've got construction robots. 1,000 construction robots currently flying around, going off to pick all of those up. And that one has now been placed as well. So I will come down here and I will do no more to it. What I'd like to do, though, is I want to come over here. And first, I just want to check that. 280, and accumulated charge is now building up. We actually have accumulated charge accumulating. Go here and have a look at these. Those mining drills are now working flat out. I do have a little shortage of coal right there. But it's not a shortage enough that it's actually stopped the belt. So I'm hoping that maybe that will catch up and feed back in. This stuff is feeding off down this way. That's good. We've got more materials coming through. What we've really got excited about is this over here. Those are working properly. They're working as they should. So we're producing steel. We're actually producing a bit of steel. And we're producing these as well. We're waiting on steel to be brought over. It's taking a minute or two to produce the steel, but they are being brought over. We've got 4 accumulators there. I've got 5 accumulators over there. I've got more of them building. Batteries are now fully operational over here. We're whacking through the batteries as rapidly as we possibly can. I do have robot frames being made still. And I am going to leave the robot frames being made. Electricity is instantly ducked down, and that's partly because we've now got a bigger demand on the Roboports. All of the robots went whizzing off flying, and also because this is dropping. But yeah, you get the idea. That one line of coal going in has already made a significant difference, although we're not able to feed in. We're definitely not able to keep up with demand. Despite the fact that I've got all of these running, I am not able to keep up with the demand there. So we need to zoom out a little bit and we need to have a look around. We've got coal there, 7.5 million. I don't have any more coal on our main island. There's none here anywhere. We've got none nearby. I've got a patch of coal all the way over there, which is quite a long way to travel. I've got another patch of coal over that side, which is traveling in the opposite direction. And that means I'd have to build a whole new load of Roboports and network and everything in order for them to be able to access that piece of coal. And that's the difficulty with that one, is enabling them to get all the way out to it and then coming back again. So don't really want them to have to do that. I don't want them to have to go quite that far. So instead, it does look like that patch of coal there may be the answer to some of our problems. But it's a very long way to take it. Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1 million minions are not going to be built in a single episode. We've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.